What do the different settings on a pool sand filter do? And I've got a multi-port valve. That's what these things are called here. Got one of these here so that we can, I don't know, is that focused? I'll read them out as we're going here, but let's go through each of these settings and talk about what they do and how to use them. And in the top dead center position there, we have the one that you're going to be most familiar with, and that is your filter setting. So this is the everyday setting. The filter is in use and it's filtering water in your pool, and this would be your default setting, let's call it that. So basically everything else from here is probably more interesting news to you, so we'll move clockwise here. The next is waste. So what is waste? Well, much as it sounds like this is water that we're going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of this water, but the thing about that is it's not going to be coming from the filter tank. It's not backwash. That's a different setting. Waste is like you're going to vacuum your pool, and there's a lot of debris in the pool, and you don't want it to go in your filter. Like, you'd rather it just go right out and away so that you don't just plug up your filter with all of this debris. That's what the waste setting is for. It's basically just bypassing the filter tank. It's not sending the water through the rest of the filtration system. It's going to exit it through the waste line, which is there's 3 ports on a sand filter. The waste line is the one that has that little clear glass, sight glass attached to it there, and that will be attached to a hard plumb, waste line, or commonly a lay flat roll up hose. So moving along here, the next one that we have in the 3 o'clock position is winter. Now, you'll notice here, see how the handle is kind of sitting up a little bit? It's in that, like, there's a spring-loaded tension, and then you turn the handle. It's under spring tension right now. It's basically in between 2 settings, if you can see that. And what that could, it's called winter. It could also be called all ports open, because that's what you're doing here. When you press down the handle, you're just opening up everything here inside of this, so that you don't want to trap any water over the winter, because if you trap water in it, it's going to potentially freeze, or it's almost certainly going to freeze, expand, crack, and break something here. And so that's why you put it into the winter setting. And if you don't have a winter setting, because you have a older style sand filter, then you would just simply put the handle into spring tension, turn it like you would normally, but don't go all the way to the next setting. Just leave it up in between 2 settings. Okay, so next is closed. Closed. Unfortunately, some people, when they're winterizing a sand filter, they see closed and they just think closed. Yeah, the pool's closed, even though often it'll say winter in a different position here. Closed means all ports closed. So the whole valve is closed off, and that's not ideal for winterization, and certainly not ideal if you're trying to operate your pump, because you would be deadheading the pump in that situation. So closed simply means that all ports are closed. Okay, so next here we have the 6 o'clock position is backwash. So backwash, if you own a sand filter, you're probably familiar with this, is the process by which you clean and remove debris that has accumulated inside of your sand filter tank. So the backwash utilizes the waste port here, and is also why we have this sight glass, because how long are you supposed to backwash a sand filter for? Well, then the question becomes, how much dirt do you have in it? An unanswerable question for most people. And so we rely on the sight glass. You backwash until the water in the sight glass runs clear. At first, you'll notice it is not clear one little bit at all, but it should, over a few minutes' time, run clear. Next, we have recirculate. And on some filters, this recirculate might be called whirlpool. So what that simply means is that we're going to bypass the filter tank, where normally the water would go into the filter and through the tank media and then out from there. We're going to bypass all of that. The water's going to come into the multi-port valve and straight back out along the regular path to your normal filtration system and return lines to your pool, not to the waste line. So recirculate bypasses the filter media itself. You would call that whirlpool because in this condition, you would get more flow from your system. However much flow you get when you're normally pushing water through a tank full of sand, you'll get more flow than that when you bypass this tank of sand entirely and just go right back to the pool. And there's times at which you could need something like that. Let's say you had massage jets installed in your pool. If you bypass this and set it to, or if you bypass the filter tank and set your filter to recirculate or whirlpool, you would be getting more flow to those jets. And that was the idea with the original naming here. And there's a number of different reasons why you might use this setting. Let's suppose that you think there's a problem with your filter sand. Something's going on there. Is my sand like plugged up? Is that the problem? Maybe because you're thinking you have high filter pressure. Set it to recirculate and see what happens. That bypasses the filter media itself. So if there's a problem inside of the tank, it should not be a problem anymore, right? Like that's how that whole system works. This is a diagnostic aid or just for temporary situations where you need extra flow. All right, so next we have rinse. What's the deal with rinse? Well, rinse is simply for, we're going to backwash. We backwash a bunch of debris out, right? So the debris that's exiting through here is passing through the internals of the valve in this multi-port valve here. And when we go to turn the handle again, if there's some debris in there, it could jam up the works here. And these multi-port valves are very sensitive to disrupting the spoke gasket that's inside of here. It's a well-known failure for these things is if anything, goes wrong in there, it's going to start leaking out of the wrong ports when it shouldn't be. The rinse setting should be used following any backwash cycle. So if I end up backwashing my pool for 3 minutes, something like that, I'm going to run a rinse cycle before I return to the filter setting. And it's worth mentioning at this point, because it's, I guess, not common knowledge, you should always turn off your pool pump before you make a change to your filter settings. Some people don't know that because you can, in fact, like physically you could do it. You can change settings on here without turning off the pump, but it's actually not good for your pump. It's not good for your system because it's inherently dangerous to be operating the system like that. But further, that spoke gasket that I was talking about earlier that's kind of sensitive to things disrupting its operation, that's one of the things that can disrupt its operation. So you're just supposed to, as a matter of good habit, turn off your pool pump, make the change to your filter settings, turn your pool pump back on. Just get in the habit of doing that. Further to that, since we're talking about good habits here, you should only ever rotate this dial in one direction. Commonly speaking, that would be clockwise. And although physically speaking, it can work in both directions, I find that it will lead eventually to a failure in the key assembly inside of here if you're going back and forth. And as a matter of good habit, you turn the pump off, you make the change always going in the same direction. Even if you're only going one click in the other direction, I go all the way around and then I turn the pool pump back on. We've reached the end. So that's all of the different settings on a everyday pool sand filter and a quick explanation on how to use each one. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.